Nobody knows but Jesus. Nobody knows the trouble I've seen. Glory, hallelujah. Sometimes I'm up, sometimes I'm down. Oh, yes, Lord. Sometimes I'm almost to the ground. Oh, yes, Lord.
We knew we needed education. We needed a vision of what we could be, not just the memory of what we'd been. There were many who built schools to educate the freed slaves and their children. One of the great ones was Mr. Booker T. Washington. He founded Tuskegee Institute. He laid a foundation others would build on. Good people are still working and building to ensure that opportunities for education will be equal for white and black alike, and that all races will have equal say in the government.
I do not believe that any state should make a law that permits an ignorant and poverty-stricken white man to vote and prevents a black man in the same condition from voting. I would not become a parent that the white man who begins by cheating the Negro out of his ballot soon learns to cheat a white man out of his.
Booker T. Washington was famous in his day and respected, but full freedom was still a long ways off for us. So there came a time when it was necessary to stand up for civil rights, or in one case, to refuse to stand up. Meet Rosa Parks.
December 5th, 1955 was one of the most memorable and inspiring days of my life. History records this day as the beginning of the modern civil rights movement that transformed America and influenced freedom revolutions around the world. I had been arrested 4 days earlier in my hometown of Montgomery, Alabama, for refusing to get up and give my seat on the bus to some white man, which was a much resented customary practice at this time. Martin Luther King said of me and others, when the history books are written in the future, somebody will...
Building lives and legacies. Perhaps no one helped us realize our worth and our dreams quite like the Reverend Martin Luther King Jr.
I'm in Birmingham because injustice is here. I'm compelled to carry the gospel of freedom beyond my hometown. I cannot sit idly by Atlanta and not be concerned about what happens in Birmingham. Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. I have a dream that someday my 4 little children will not be judged by color of their skin, but of the content of their character. I have a dream today.
I have a dream today too. I hope each of you has a dream. And I hope each of you has the knowledge that your dreams can come true. So dream high, lift up your heads and dream high, and lift every voice and sing.
God of our silent tears, thou who hast Let's give our young people a hand. Thank you, young people, for all that you do for our youth department. Thank you for presenting this information to us. Thank you for everyone sitting attentively and paying attention and listening to what they had to say. I know just from doing research and trying to figure out what we were going to do for Black History today, you know, all the people in the program I knew something about except Green Flake. Never heard of Green Flake before. Didn't know anything about a green flake. Why is his name green? So we were doing some research about him, trying to figure out what was going on with him, and he was one of the first active participants of the church to teach our children or to teach us about Black history. We have to take the opportunity to find out ourselves. It's our history. It's our responsibility. And then sometimes when the schools do teach it, and I am a teacher, sometimes when the schools do teach it, they don't teach the whole story. They tell you the parts they want you to know or just enough to answer questions on the ELG, and then that's it. It's up to us to fill in the blanks. Everybody can't have a teacher that's always going to fill in the blanks. So we as parents, we as church members, we as community members have to fill in the blanks as well and let our children know you are great. You are destined for greatness. Greatness runs through your DNA. We didn't just come from slavery. Like I said before, that's just a portion of our history. That's not our whole history. So we need to take the time to research and find out things about people from our history. You never know what you might find out. Somebody might be in your family that did something great that affected the whole nation, and you had no idea that that person was related to you. So on behalf of our youth department, once again, thank you. We hope you enjoyed it. We hope you learned something. And our choir's up to bless us with another song.
Come on, let's praise him one more time. First of all, let's give youth department another hand. I will say a little bit that, well, I shouldn't say a little bit. A lot of this hit me because you know, slavery was a thing, and I know I would admit God blessed me to be born in this generation, because I would have been Kuta Kinte. I would have had no feet because I wasn't going to be no slave. That whip wasn't looking good. I don't know what I would have did. No more